Have you ever looked at someone else's life and thought, why not me? Why is she more successful? Why does he look more confident? Why do they get everything so easily while I have to struggle? This habit is something we all share. We compare. We measure our worth using someone else's life. But here is the painful truth. Comparison steals peace, kills joy, and blinds us to our own blessings. We forget that every person has a unique path, a special role, and a personal timing. The problem is, when we look at others too much, we stop appreciating who we are. Today, I want to tell you a story, a simple story. But if you truly listen, after this, you will never compare yourself again. Because you'll see that accepting yourself is not weakness, it's the greatest strength you can have. Once upon a time, in a small garden, two seeds were planted side by side. Both seeds dreamed of becoming something big. The first seed grew quickly, reaching higher and higher. Soon it became a tall, strong tree. Its branches spread wide, its leaves gave shade, and soon fruits began to appear. Everyone admired the tree. Children played under it. Birds built nests on its branches. It became a home, a protector, a giver of life. The second seed grew too, but in a different way. Instead of rising high, it grew into a small but colorful flower. Its petals were soft, its colors bright, and its fragrance sweet. Butterflies came to drink from it. Bees visited for nectar. Passers-by smiled when they saw it bloom. Both seeds had grown. Both had become something. But soon, a problem began to grow inside the flower's heart. The flower often looked up at the tree and sighed. Look at him, the flower thought. So tall, so strong, admired by everyone. And me, I'm so small, fragile, almost invisible. What value do I really have? The flower started to feel insecure. It wanted to be tall like the tree, to touch the sky, to be noticed by everyone. But no matter how hard it tried, it could not stretch higher than its nature allowed. Day after day, the flower compared itself to the tree. Slowly, its joy began to fade. It forgot about its own fragrance. It forgot about its colors. It forgot that butterflies loved it, that bees needed it, and that people smiled when they saw it. The flower had something unique, something beautiful, but it could not see it anymore. Because when you compare yourself, you stop seeing your own gifts. One evening, a gentle breeze passed through the garden. The wind noticed the sadness of the flower and whispered, "Little flower, why are you so sad?" The flower replied, "Because I am not like the tree. I am small, weak, unimportant. He gives shade, he gives fruit, he is admired. And me, I am nothing." The wind smiled and said, "Oh, dear flower, don't you see? The tree and you are not meant to be the same. The tree gives shade and fruit, yes. But you give fragrance, you give beauty, you give nectar, the butterflies that dance in joy, the bees that make honey, the people who smile when they see you. They all need you." The flower paused. The wind continued. If every flower wanted to be a tree, the world would lose its colors. If every tree wanted to be a flower, the world would lose its shade and fruit. Both are needed, both are important. You have a purpose only you can fulfill. At that moment, the flower realized something powerful. Its value was not in becoming like the tree, but in being the best flower it could be. This story may sound simple, but isn't it the same with us? We compare. We look at people who earn more money, who look better, who travel more, who seem happier, and we say, "Why not me? Why can't I be like them?" But here's the truth. We are not supposed to be them. A fish will never fly like a bird. A bird will never swim like a fish. If a fish spends its life trying to fly, it will always feel like a failure, even if it can swim across the entire ocean. Each of us has strengths designed for us. Some people are meant to build businesses. Others are meant to create art. Some are leaders, others are healers, teachers, builders, parents. When you compare, you ignore your path. But when you accept yourself, you discover your unique gifts. Comparison may seem harmless, but it carries deep dangers. It brings jealousy. You can't celebrate other people's success because you see it as your failure. It brings anxiety. You always feel behind, always chasing, never enough. It destroys confidence because you measure your value with someone else's ruler. And worst of all, it blinds you to your own blessings. You stop seeing what you already have, your talents, your strengths, your progress, your story. Instead of living your own life, you start living someone else's. And that is the quickest way to lose yourself. But here is the good news, the moment you stop comparing and start accepting, everything changes. Self-acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean being lazy. It means realizing that your worth is not based on others. It's already inside you. When you accept yourself, you stop competing. You stop trying to fit into someone else's mold. You start focusing on growing, blooming, and shining in your own way. And here's the beauty. When you bloom as yourself, you inspire others to do the same. The flower doesn't need to be a tree to make people smile. It just needs to bloom fully as a flower. Real success is not about becoming the best in the world. Real success is about becoming the best version of yourself. So after hearing this story, I want you to remember something. Stop comparing. Start appreciating. Accept who you are, because the truth is, you have a role in this world that no one else can play. Your journey, your timing, your strengths, they are yours alone. The world doesn't need another copy. The world doesn't need you to be someone else. The world needs the real you. So bloom where you are planted. Be proud of your gifts. And trust that when you accept yourself, your true power will shine. After this, don't waste another day comparing your life to someone else's. Instead, live your life fully. Because the greatest victory is not in being better than others. It's in being the best you.